Hi, I'm Ronan, and I'm an ARM expert.
Hi, I'm Robbie Williamson, and I'm an ARM expert.
Hi, I'm Zach Loshik, and I am an ARM expert.
Hi, I'm Jumana, and I'm an ARM expert.
I've been at ARM now for 25 years, working in software development tools. Being an ARM expert allows me to give back to the community and help them get started.
I became an ARM expert because before joining ARM, I worked for Canonical and Ubuntu. We were at the early stages of working on ARM as a platform, both on the mobile devices and servers. And I was instrumental in leading the first official Linux distribution support of the ARM server. We released it in Ubuntu 12.04 for any of those who can remember that. Anyway, so I've always been a fan of ARM. I've always been a fan of alternate architectures. I've always been a supporter of developers in the Linux space for over 20 years. So when the program came about, it was kind of a no-brainer for me to kind of keep being able to champion the plight of the developer, specifically in ARM. So I signed up.
I became an ARM expert to meet interesting people across ARM and our vast ecosystem.
I'm a system architect from ARM, responsible for performance analysis methodologies and capabilities we support in our hardware as well as software and tools that actually enable developers that actually work with our products. So as we have products and IPs that are actually enabling multiple customer products that enable different markets, it's quite important for us to provide the right monitoring capabilities that help developers and other folks who are working with our systems to take advantage of the capabilities we have on our products. So this is a very critical feature, and I am personally very passionate about making sure that we add the right technology capabilities to enable software folks to take advantage of the hardware and make it very easy to work with our products. So this is why I really am passionate about being part of this program and contribute.
I think the values of the development program is that it enables lots of people all around the world and of different abilities and experience all to get started and learn how ARM works.
The ARM developer program, there's a couple of aspects I think are pretty awesome and valuable. I mean, there's some cool swag and stuff, but I think the Discord channels are awesome. I mean, just being able to directly get in contact with an expert or a community, share your experiences, your problems, get help. I think that's awesome. Like, directly into it. You don't have to send like emails or try to find some forum. Forums are great, but being able to like directly communicate is amazing. I like the Innovation Coffee. Shout out to Robert and team on the videos. I think it's really amazing to be able to introduce new technologies, new partners, new ideas. It's more interactive than just like a blog. No offense to that. And then I think the events, this is awesome, right? To be able to really like go to the developers versus trying to all pull them in. Yes, it's great to have a big annual event, but I think before you can do that, you need to really understand where these developers are, get a taste of like what their challenges are, and yeah. So I think those three areas are really awesome in terms of part of the program.
I think one of the most beneficial things about the developer program is meeting the people involved. Hearing their different perspectives is helping me broaden my own, both personally and professionally.
The technology that actually powers all the systems or computer systems that really span from small-scale systems like your wearables to a large-scale system like infrastructure server to even supercomputers is very extremely complex. And then and we try really, really hard to add all these complex features that make your workloads or the user experience of these end products really, really, really good. But what we see always is that even though we have added all these features, for a software person who is actually developing the application to take advantage of it, not just software person, but also system integrators or system designers and so on, it's a very, very difficult journey. Now, it's not because they have knowledge gaps in understanding that, but it's more about knowledge gap that lies in connecting the dots between the capability we added to the software and the stack when we talk about from the hardware to the software and the stack that is involved in enabling an application. All that is extremely complex and attended by experts in all these domains. But what we want to really achieve, part of this program, and I think that adds most value is in helping connect that dot. So we have IPs, we have tools, we have systems, we have products, and then how do we connect the dots for a developer in a way that they understand how the hardware feature can be used to make their applications better is kind of the part that I think I'm really very passionate about, as well as I think that we can achieve part of this program. It's really connecting the experts across the different stack and the knowledge across the different stack to an end user. And the user can be end user, but that's the ultimate goal, but it automatically enables the users across the stack.
The developer program community is global, it is very diverse, so really every developer can benefit here. No matter your experience, no matter your history.
In terms of who would benefit from this program, honestly, if you have any interest in ARM, I think there's a benefit, right? You don't even have to be a quote unquote like hardcore developer to find some really cool, interesting things. I mean, I think because there's a lot of users, the area, I mean, again, I'm going back to the Discord channel, which I think is awesome. It's categorized into different spaces. You can find something you like, even if you're just trying to get interested into it. And from the hardware to the software, if there's just anything within ARM or even in the technology space as we, AI, ML, ARM is hot in that space right now, right? So if you're an AI or an ML developer, trust me, you want to dig into this stuff, right? Especially ARM, we're at the edge, we're into your devices. AI and ML is there because you can't all do it in the cloud and server, and I'm a cloud and server guy. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just cool stuff, right? I mean, if you're into cars, right? Auto, right? I mean, I love all this technology stuff, as you can tell. This is genuine. Tech, your watches, smartwatches, everything, end to end. Obviously, I work for ARM, so it might be kind of lame in saying that everyone should do it, but I genuinely think if you're into technology, somebody can find an interest in this, and this is a great gateway into understanding the technology space that ARM's involved in.
I think people benefit from this program who enjoy learning, whether that's learning about people, learning about technology, learning about programs. If you're a learner, you belong here.
This program can benefit both creators of ARM technology, ARM-based solutions, to the consumers of our solutions or products, not just ours, but actually our partners too. So I think it really benefits a lot of folks across the hardware or software stack who are working on technology, developing technology, building on ARM, as well as those who are actually trying to learn about how to get into this space. So I think the answer is that anybody who's interested in the technology, who is part of this ecosystem, both from the hardware side or software side, should all be able to benefit from this. So this can be experts within ARM, as well as in our partners, engineering groups, and even developers or builders that are not directly part of our customer base, right? Not only that, this can also be students trying to learn about how to get into this space, entrepreneurs who are trying to bring new products into the market and trying to figure out how to gain access to our technology, both from the hardware and software side. I'm particularly stating this because the folks who are participating in this from the hardware and software side both can benefit from this, because we are trying to actually bring both kind of communities together doing this.
I really enjoy helping people, and so with things like the Discord server and community forums, it's a great way to help people who don't know where to look for help.
So in terms of what I've contributed to the program, I'll be honest, I haven't really coded in probably 20 years, unless you want to count PowerPoint and spreadsheets. Except for on my own Ubuntu laptop. But I think in terms of contributions to the program, I've been a supporter from the beginning inside of ARM in terms of helping resources, connecting folks. I've tried to find a little, resources from a standpoint of people to join the program. Whenever within my business, we do a lot of outreach. So I work in the infra lab. So that means infrastructure line of business. So we're working a lot in the cloud and server space and data centers. And where open source is super critical to our success. And so we come across a lot of projects and programs that are either trying to develop on ARM or have tooling that helps developers on ARM. And so I'm able to link those back to the developer program so they can either get help or be showcased in like an innovation coffee, for example. So really just any way I can to connect developers into the program is how I've tried to help, in my way. And then I've also kind of pimped out the program as I go into like certain events like KubeCon or an Ubuntu Summit last year. I tried to gather a lot more, recruits in terms of, joining it. So that's pretty much how I've contributed, I think.
I've worked on a couple different things in the developer program, but one of the ones I'm most proud of is ARM Learning Paths. I was the front-end engineer and the UX designer for that entire website, and I get a sense of pride when I see people using it and learning from it.
My personal area of expertise in ARM is developing performance analysis methodologies for CPUs, and I'm also running a team to build this for all our IPs. So this methodology is really targeted as software developers to take advantage of our capabilities on the hardware to monitor the hardware while they run the software, conduct code optimization, understand root cause for performance bottlenecks, and so on. A lot of the content I have traditionally created are in terms of white papers. We have specifications coming up, and so on. Through this program, what we can do is try to create more and more collaterals around the methodology we have specified, because when it comes to performance analysis, the scenarios that can cause performance issues are a lot across the stack. So what we will aim to do going forward is to create more and more case studies that help a developer or someone working with our chips to understand how to attribute performance issues to the code and so on. And we will target to create such collaterals for products across different market segments going forward. But like I said, the foundational technology for that is something that I'm directly responsible for. And we already have some of the learning pathways created around the technology that I'm personally driving within ARM.